Welcome to StockOptionAssassin.com's Trade of the Week. In this video, we're going to look at kind of a longer term play in Target. And I actually am not sure if I want to play with the options or just the stock at this point. I think stock may be better, so we'll look at our choices there. But first, I want to talk about the setup. Obviously, Target's been all over the news about their security breach over the holidays and credit cards being compromised and all that. And the stock's been punished pretty bad. You see, it was up here around the low 70s, and then now we're trading down here closer to 57, 58 bucks. So what I'm looking at is a longer term play in Target, and at this point I think I'm more interested in buying the stock instead of buying calls or something like that. And basically what we're looking for is sort of a relief in the selling. So we're kind of starting to get that. You can see the last 3 weeks have been pretty brutal. The market's actually taken a turn down as well this past week. So I'm not ready to buy this today, but what I want to focus on in this setup is more symmetry and Fibonacci moves. So first of all, Target was, let's kind of just go through what Target was doing. Target was kind of in this uptrend over the past several weeks, the last couple of years actually, kind of retested, came back up, and then it finally kind of broke this trend line, consolidated, came up, sort of retested it, and then fell again. Okay, so this initial leg down, the one that kind of broke previous levels, that is what we call a impulse leg or a new leg, just making a new low. Before it was kind of higher highs, higher lows. We made a new high, and now we're kind of making a new low where it kind of took out this level and did not hold the long-term support. And so the move we had was basically from this move down to about this level before we started a little bit of sideways to retracement action, and we took another move. Let me take this line off there. Let's zoom in on that a little bit. So if we take this impulse leg, and I'm in Thinkorswim, I'm gonna right click and duplicate it, and I simply move the line over to the next sort of level where the next sort of downtrend started. You can see if I zoom out a little bit, now this is right around $57. So you can see we're pretty close to that. So this Target has almost made a perfect symmetrical one-to-one move. It had a move down, it consolidated, made the next move. And then on the Fibonacci front, if I bring in my Fibonacci retracement, and I'm going to measure from this high to this low, you can see, there we go, it snaps. You can see Fibonacci wise what it did. It came down, it made the impulse leg, consolidated here at the 0% line. We had a 382 retracement, it broke out, and now we're hovering near, let me zoom out again, a little bit more, there we go. So now we're, well, that didn't help. So now we're hovering again around 57 bucks, but look where the one-to-one move is. So when you have a one-to-one move that ends in a key fib level, this is a good area to start getting interested in it, and that's what I want to do. So right now we're trading at 57.80, 57.70. So what I'm looking for in the next couple days, if Target can hit, and I'm just going to call it 57 even, the 618 is about 56.5. And the symmetrical move is about, right around 57. So I don't want to get too, it doesn't need to be an exact entry level point. If you can get in for about 57 bucks, I would start with some sort of smaller position, maybe a half size. If you're used to risking, 3% of your account per trade, maybe you go in with 1 or 2% with the idea that if it pulls back a little bit more into this key level, let me put on a price level here, down in this range, we'll call that 55 bucks, I would actually pick up some more. So we'll see what happens over the next couple of days. Again, you could buy some calls down here with the idea of some longer term calls. What I would go for is something like a Delta 70 in the money call, like a 50, 52, 53 call if it gets down there, something like January of next year. And you can play with options that way. I don't suggest any short term because this thing could hit this level and then trade sideways for a while. That's why I kind of like either selling a put spread underneath, maybe sell the 55.50, something like 6 months out, or maybe 5 months out, or you can simply buy the stock and not have to really worry about the options that much. And so that's kind of what I'm interested in, and this is more of a stock play. So I like Target. They're not going out of business. They're developing their mobile and online presence. They're kind of an upscale Walmart for those that don't know who the stock is or don't know much about the company. I actually shop there once a week. I haven't seen any changes since any of this credit card breach stuff. It's just as busy as it always is. So for me, this is an oversold bounce, and this 57 level is a pretty key level. We have 1-to-1 symmetry, and we have a 618 retracement, or excuse me, 618 extension from the prior move. So hopefully that helps. You guys have a great week, and we'll see you at the next update.